Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
I see him.
Back to Green. To the paint. Looks for Bosch. Gets it to him. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosch last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Russell is out there with Clarkson. And it's Hibbert in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosch. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
Bryant can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Clarkson kicks to Bryant. Sinks the three-pointer. Bryant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good. And guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosch back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Here's Whiteside. Makes it off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Clarkson. And it's sent back by Bosch. Wade drives in. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by the Lakers. Russell with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And stolen by Whiteside. Wade kicks to Green. Oh, that's blocked. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Kobe. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Kobe's got 5 points so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Green, the pass to Wade. Dragic against Russell. It's stolen by Bryant. Now the Lakers on the break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The drive by Russell. And at last, they get one to fall.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. Bryant dishes to Russell. Here's Hibbert. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish. And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Here is Russell. The feed now to Kobe. From about 16. No good off the back of the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Richardson for Green. Here's Dragic from outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. Now the pass to Williams. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Lakers leading by 4. Got a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Winslow. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kobe with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Bryant kicks to Bass. Here's Nance. Pass to Huertas. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Johnson. On up the court. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
That's good.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Bryant, that's for 2. And so the first quarter is in the books. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Roy Hibbert is out there with Randall. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Williams. And it's Huertas in at the point. Lakers leading by 5. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Los Angeles.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team. And it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Just 3 to shoot. Nick Roberts. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And some changes here for the Heat. Wash comes in for Josh McRoberts. And Winslow subbed in for Joe Johnson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Russell's checked in. The drive by Green.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And here's the break. And the dunk by Winslow.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And guys, you know Kobe Bryant. Words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league in the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Hibbert. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Feeds it to Green. Wade passes to Green. To the middle. Here's Whiteside.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here is Whiteside after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Wade kicks to Winslow. Back to Wade. And stolen by Russell. Now the Lakers on the break. Russell's running. Richardson, he's checking for Green. The Lakers also changing it up. Bass comes in for Roy Hibbert. And it's Nance in for Lou Williams. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Now the dish to Randall. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. Nance. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And it's on Whiteside of Miami at the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
A different look for Miami. Amare Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. The drive by Bryant. Johnson with the block. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Heat?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable. And for the most part, he was after those incidents.
The Heat making a switch here. Nick Roberts is checked in. And the Lakers with possession here. after the miss from Joe Johnson. Ryan against Johnson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leads the way.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Dragic. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Richardson dishes to Dragic. Beyond the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. Inside. With 1 on the clock. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Heat. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. The Lakers trail. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's Hibbert. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hibbert's got the first basket of the second half here for the Lakers. Wade has the open look. No good with the triple. Lakers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Kobe kicks to Randall. Back to Bryant. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Russell passes to Bryant. The Lakers working the ball around now. It's Hibbert with the drive. Here's Green.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Bosh dishes to Dragic. Back to Bosh. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
The Lakers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. He'd have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Dragic from outside. Pass to Bosh. Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. Outside Bosh. And a miss there on the triple. And for Gerald Green, and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster.
Wade misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. Stolen by Wade. Williams with the steal. Here's Bryant. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Kobe's got 9.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second.
And it's sent back by Bosh. Bryant has the open look. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Kobe's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Can't cash in from the high post.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Dragic from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bryant's got his 3rd rebound tonight. A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather was fair, the fans are not. No, sir. Thank you.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Gerald Green. And it's Richardson for Goran Dragic. And finished off by Bass.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. And, for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the 3rd. Knocked away.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans loved them all the same.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
And he gets it to go. Richardson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
For the Lakers, they were okay in the assist department, guys, but they were dead last in the league in secondary assists. That, to me, is indicative of an inefficient offense and also a new stat category.
And for the Lakers and that secondary assist stat, that just means they aren't making the extra pass, or it means they are holding on to the ball too long. Either way, it hurts the offense.
And some changes here for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Stoudemire. Josh McRoberts comes in for Johnson. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dwayne Wade. Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Williams passes to Huertas. Here's Russell. Here's Nance. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off the team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Richardson, no luck. Lakers leading by 6. Dish is to Nance. Right wing. Here's Huertas. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Richardson kicks to McRoberts. There's Winslow, and the buzzer beater's good.
That's a crucial three, Kev. They've cut it close going into the fourth. They've still got a chance.
3 quarters of play in a close game.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Heat trailed by 3. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kobe and Randall, the forward duo. Then it's Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. Then it's Huertas in the shooting guard position. Hibbert gets the bucket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Baseline try. And it's Johnson penetrating. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That doesn't go either for Bryant. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Johnson dishes to Dragic. Back to Johnson to take the lead. Rebounded by the Lakers. Russell's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Bryant. Back to Russell. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. They'll get another chance. Green passes to Whiteside. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Lakers in the lead. Kicks to Randall. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
That's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position.
And it's good. Pop through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. So Green will go to the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up. Wade, he's checked in for Miami. And the Lakers also making a change. Clarkson's checked in. And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
And Bryant kicks to Randall. 4 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Kobe's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
There's Dragic with the 3. And he gets the bucket. Dragic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of 4s like that on draft night. And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
Guys, it's their hard work inside that has them out in front, but they can't let off now. They've got to keep it going.
A 3 from Bryant. That doesn't go in either for Kobe.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And the Lakers call time here.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Winslow comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. There's Winslow. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Now here's Kobe. He's guarded closely. Nance outside. Russell dishes to Bryant. Launches it. And the Lakers with another miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Russell with it. Knocks it loose. Johnson kicks to Wade. And that one's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end. And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Heat.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Whiteside. And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
And stolen by Hibbert. And it's the Lakers on the break. Shots good by Clarkson.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Josh McRoberts comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Miami now. They're on a 17-4 run. Johnson, a wide open look. Connects, the jumper drops. Johnson's got the lead up to 10 now for Miami. Nance outside. Back to Kobe. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Huertas. It counts. And so it's Miami winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.